Hey everyone, Eugene here. Hope you're all well. We're back again. Today we're going to be discussing Chanel Coco, and I know it's kind of taboo for a man to be talking about women's perfume, let alone a man wearing women's perfume, but I've kind of taken Coco's attitude of I don't give a fuck, and personally I'm going to wear what I love and what I enjoy rather than what I'm supposed to wear, what's marketed towards me, what's going to appease other people and please them. So I do love Coco. It's taken me a long time to actually come around and wear it out in public. And not to be clickbaity, I do find this really sexy. I don't really, smell a perfume or think about a perfuming and associate it with sexiness. To me, sexiness is a combination of many things that go along with the perfume: a personality, a confidence, a boldness. And this is a Big Bold perfume, and it's loud and rich and opulent and inspired by Coco's love of all things Baroque. Not broke, but Baroque. Meaning, history, art, architecture, music, that sort of thing. And this not being the easiest perfume to wear, and it is big and bold, it does take quite a bit of confidence to wear and to harness this. And recently my wife's kind of, I don't want to say adopted my bottle, but she's kidnapped it completely. She's just discovered it. After all these years, she's really been kind of turned off by florals. But when she discovered Coco, it's just something that she had to have and she wore. And when I smell it on her, combined, with the perfume and her personality and her confidence, it's something that I think to myself, wow, that's really sexy, like together as a total package. So it is something that she's completely fell smitten with. She wears out to work. She gets a lot of compliments on it, but regardless, she gets a lot of compliments on anything she wears. It doesn't really matter. So it's almost like it's not the perfume, but it's the perfume that goes along with the person, with the attitude, and with the confidence. So together it kind of makes this whole package. I'm not really crazy about, compliments. I don't really wear perfume for compliments. I wear perfume because I love it and I enjoy it. So Coco, to me, I've got the Eau de Toilette. This just came in. We will be unboxing this. It's amazing how fast these perfumes can get here. I had to order them out of the country. I've got one more thing. I won't be showing what this is. I'll save it for another video, but it is a Guerlain. And if you want to guess, be my guest, drop a comment down below and try and take a guess, but it is from the Heritage Collection and it is in the newer packaging. So I do want to check that out. But it's amazing how fast these perfumes can get here from the US. It's literally been about 3 days since I've ordered this. And the reason I've actually paid more for this and ordering it outside than retail, but the reason I've gone ahead and ordered is this is not available in Canada in 100 milliliter. Like a lot of the older Chanels, they're only available in 50. And talking to some of the Chanel reps from head office, they say simply they don't sell, so it doesn't make sense carrying them here. And a lot of them are only available in 50 mil. So we're gonna go ahead and open this. But I do kind of have a story to tell about my first ever, I guess, interaction with Coco. I was a 15-year-old boy, probably haven't even, or just kind of started getting interested in girls and women and that sort of thing. And I was working in a grocery store, not bagging, I was stacking apples. It was a Saturday night, and I'm never, ever gonna forget this because it's just like burned inside of my head. And I'm sitting here stacking apples, and I get this huge whiff of perfume. it wasn't a whiff. It was like a Louisville Slugger to the head. And I look up, and there comes walking like the most beautiful woman at that time that I've ever seen. And she's all done up. Her hair is done, her earrings, her watch, her jewelry, this bright yellow dress, 5-inch pumps, and they were just doing that clickety clack down the hallway. And it was quite late. I would say it was quite dark, so it was probably past 6 o'clock, and it was later in the year. It was probably September, October, maybe, no, I don't think it was November, because she was still in the light dress. And I was just, completely blown away, not only by the perfume, but the woman and, her confidence and how bold this perfume was. At the time, I had no idea what the perfume was called, and it was literally 15 years later where I started to get really, really interested in Chanel, and I kind of got bored of the men's line, and I veered over into the women's. And when I took a spray of Coco on a blotter, I had actually forgotten about that interaction with that woman. And when I had smelled Coco on the blotter, instantly I had that flashback, like I saw the woman walking towards me at the grocery store, and it was the perfume, it was the smell that kind of reminded me of this situation. So it was just something amazing for me. Anyways, it's a memory that I'm forever gonna keep and have in the back of my head. So yeah, just something I wanted to share. So here we go. Okay, I really love these big bottles by Chanel. And even the caps, they've got a bunch of these hollow caps. I don't know why. They're very light and plasticky, but we're gonna smell Coco. I've never owned the eau de toilette. The eau de parfum is the only formulation I have ever had. And it's already stuffy in here from me prior spraying Coco. So to me right away, it's almost like it's the same perfume, just the concentration, it's a little bit more sheer. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. This might be actually more easily wearable for a man if you're afraid of wearing big Baroque perfumes. But to me, when I smell Coco, I smell like a lot of things come to my head. It's rich, and it's got that, that Chanel, those florals, those traditional abstract florals. And I've racked my brain so many times trying to pick out the rose and the iris and the jasmine, and I've just come to the realization I never will. This is just so beautifully and perfectly blended. You're not supposed to be able to pick up the rose or the jasmine or the florals. You're just, I don't know what it is. It's for you to enjoy the way it is. So other things that this kind of remind me of is, it is very dark and gothic. It's on the totally opposite end of the spectrum of number 5. Number 5 is very bright, and it's got that solar floral thing going on. It's very light and transparent. It's got light prisms pushing through, and you can almost see the sun in number 5. And this is completely opposite. There's no lightness in here. There's no transparency. It's almost a perfume made up of all base notes. It's a very heavy and dark. It's a nighttime perfume. It's for going out. It's not for the office. It's not for comfort. It's for red lipstick and stilettos and going to a party or a dinner date or something like that. Obviously, you're free to wear any perfume wherever you like, but I mean, if you were supposed to, if I were to say, what is the occasion for Coco, it's definitely party time. To me, it's when I've worn it, when I felt most comfortable in Coco is in the cold weather around Christmas time. I would wear it to my son's Christmas parties, you know, his kindergarten class Christmas parties. Even there, I'd feel a little bit insecure or neurotic about what the people are going to think, because here I am wearing 2 or 3 sprays of Coco inside this really small room where children are having a Christmas party and there's parents and adults there. So other things that this remind me are, you know, I don't want to say it is somewhat churchy. Like, it's got incense and frankincense and it's smoky and dark and it's got fruit notes and very dark fruits. Like at once I think there might be like a dark strawberry or peach or plum, or I'm not even sure. Like, it's just such an abstract perfume that it's so hard for me to pick out or try to even understand it. So I've completely stopped trying to understand Coco. I've even stopped with number 5, and when I wear them, I just wear them to enjoy. I've stopped dissecting them because it's become like, it drives me crazy to a point where I wasn't able to enjoy them, and I had to cut that out. So just really gorgeous. You can see the juice color here is a little bit lighter. Actually, it's got more of a peach color, where this is more ambery. And there's definitely a lot of ambers in here, and resins and sweet resins. Actually, this is a nice sweetness where it doesn't get candy-like sweetness like so many of today's perfumes. And the resins, yeah, it's got resins in it without being a resinous perfume. It's actually very smooth, and it can get somewhat powdery on me. So, and I love powder in all forms, so the powder doesn't bother me at all. So yeah, there we go, Coco, my first ever eau de toilette. I'll probably be getting a lot of use out of this winter. I'm gonna hand this bottle off to my wife. I don't mind. I love the way it smells on her. I love smelling it on her. And I hear a lot of discussion about Coco being outdated. And again, that's all very personal, you know. Is it outdated? I think that depends more on the wearer and how the wearer wears it. Are you wearing it with confidence? You know, are you meek? Like, it all depends. I don't mind. I've really taken my time with Coco. There was a time I thought, yeah, it could be outdated, you know, on me. And like I said, it did cause some insecurities and brought up some neuroticism. But now I just don't care anymore. Like, I'm gonna wear it, and I don't think about it being outdated. I just think of it as this beautiful, gorgeous perfume that really is inspired by Coco herself. I mean, compared to like a lot of the Chanel's for women today, this is just completely different and really stands out as its own. I think it is by far the most boldest when you look at Chance, when you look at Gabrielle, even when you look at the Coco flankers, Noir, Mademoiselle, and Mademoiselle Intense. So probably one of my favorites. And I do see a lot of similarities even in the Les Exclusives. I mean, not that they smell alike, but you can kind of tell that they're using a lot of the same inspirations. Anyway, kind of my review and unboxing of Coco. If you're a guy, I'd love to know, you know, how you feel about wearing Coco or any other perfumes marketed towards women. It's always an interesting topic, so let us know. Even if you're a woman, let us know. Is Coco outdated? Do you wear it? Let us know some of your memories, you know. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again possibly soon. I'll share this in my next video. I won't tell you what it is, but it's a golden one, and you won't want to miss it. Anyway, thanks, and we'll see you again.